Alrighty here. So it's Sunday or Monday, November 17th, 2025, everybody, and we got some potentially a really good weather to talk about here. At least for winter and snow levels and stuff like that. Now this is not the winter forecast. In fact, I might try to record it. I mean, it's done already. It just has to be improved and recording stuff before I can send out the release date. But the weather forecast is done, everybody. But we're going to talk a little bit about it today because we got a whale phenomenon that will happen about 10,000 feet above our heads in the Arctic. So we're going to get a big warning boarding up and pushing down the cool air across some more parts in the world. And that is not going to be good because that may bring down some really bad Arctic temperatures across the central and eastern United States towards the end of November and the beginning of December. So we're going to watch that out here. But today, guys, as you can see, that we're going to talk about today and Tuesday here, as we may get a snowstorm that may move east across the United States. But first of all, we should be under this brief trough tonight and tomorrow here before things quickly start to warm up here. But it's not the big trough, it's the small one, so it's a little bit of a frustration, merely because the Arctic air is still warm, so that's why. But it is still enough to cause some fat snow across the Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York, especially across 9 of the woods today. So that's going to be very interesting. But as we go through 4 a.m. on Tuesday, November 18th, tomorrow morning here, we may get to see some snow. So here's the latest on the HRRR model here. You can see we may get some lake effect here across the lakes for today. And then tonight into tomorrow morning, we should see this little low pressure system with the trough warm front pushing up over there. And this will be cold enough for some snow across parts of Minnesota, Illinois. I don't know what this Wisconsin, and you can see in Michigan and Ohio and Northwest Ohio may get part into it around 6 a.m. By 8 a.m. the storm will be moving northeast, and you can see this is around peak of it around 11 a.m. as the snow moves down into the central and mobile Ohio. So we may get 1 to 3 inches ahead of that before all dissipate and switch to rain as it moves to the southeast there. And so that low may weaken as by the time it reaches the eastern. It's not a big snowstorm or everything like that, just a mini snowstorm, and then just going to be gone. So here's the year model saying. Now I'm using this for GFS model because there's something I want to show you guys today. This is the Trial Z one from yesterday, so the latest, shall we say. And you can see the storm will kind of fizzle out by the time we reach Wednesday the 19th, Thursday the 20th, into Friday the 21st. We will start to see a low pressure system start to fire up across the Oklahoma and Kansas area. And you can see we got a warm front and the really dramatic cold front situation with some severe weather here. So warm will be pouring up the east coast, and we got cool air pouring down the west coast here. And we may get some pockets of snowfall because we got a low pressure system up there, which is also bringing down out the air too. So a little bit of a tricky situation going on. But this will sure all come together as this low pressure system moves to the north by next weekend. And then into early next week, Next Monday here, you can see we got another low pressure system which will overtake the cold front, developing across the Gulf of Mexico, moving northeast across the New England area, and look at that. Now, here's what we're going to really have to watch. Look at that. Once this is all set and done, once we got winds blowing up in the east here after this storm, wow, look at that, guys. This is just the beginning, and holy cow, guys, what is this? Now, this is the Arctic air, 10,000 feet above the Arctic air, turning into the naked end zone, which means it will push all the Arctic air down south into the central and eastern United States. And not going to tell you this right now, but this may cause a big snowstorm like 989 low pressure system across the Great Lakes. And this will dump a lot of snow across Canada into Great Lakes. So here, look at that. So across Michigan, Northwest Ohio here, Indiana, Illinois, Arkansas. This is, wow, if we see this, guys, now this is too far away, so take that as we grain of salt, but if we see that here by the time we reach the end of November after Thanksgiving, it's going to be not fun. It's going to be like bad. It's going to be really bad. This may set a stage about what will be for this winter. And then look at that, since we are getting some lake effect after this, it's not going to be good, guys. So, oh my gosh. And we don't know when it will end because this model will not tell you guys, but this, if we get this windstorm from there, that will be like a blizzard. So we're going to have to watch this really closely here as we reach that time frame. Of course, this is 14 days out, so take that as we grain of salt, but yeah. So we're going to take a look at the temperatures here. This is the allowance of a blue mean below average temperature. You can see here the red mean above average. So you can see we're on the cool average now. Now we're getting a warm air above average temperature burning up. And then you can see we got this cool one. But look at that, guys. Wow. What is that? Now this is the end of a marble one here, and wow, like we're getting a real, like, look at that. This is supposed to be above average for more of Canada since it's actually cooler and this can be warmer, but look at that. If it's below average like that, that can be bad. That can bring really bad temperatures across the core, across the mobile United States. Plus some football games will be going on there as well, so that will be something that will be historic. So keep that with me, keep updating with me while we get closer to that. And as a result, the for temperature outlook is showing way below average for the equal chances, above average for the southeast, but way below average for the northeast. So will be something to take a credit at. So please subscribe, like, comment, and this is it for this video. So please like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.